Hello and welcome back, travel seekers. Today we are going to be doing a news update because there's some breaking news that's going on here lately, and it's been a while since we've done some news. So we're going to get that started. First, let me introduce myself. For those of you that don't know, I'm Kevin, and
I'm Pat.
And together we are Homestead News, and we'll be right back after this intro. 16-second intro, and we'll bring you some news. We got update on egg prices and a report from the border, along with electric RVs and what's happened with the California emissions standard that could harm the RV industry. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Homestead News, entertaining, never boring. All about traveling, the world we're exploring. In the RV, hiking and tourism, trivia and plenty tips. You don't want to miss it. Gotta stay tuned to Homestead News.
Welcome back, folks. First up, just a quick reminder. This past week we were able to get memberships on our channel here. You can join by clicking that join button next to the subscribe button, or if you're already subscribed, it'll be by where it says next to where it says subscribed. The join button, and it's just extra benefits. You get unique or badges and emojis that only members have access to, and well, it's just it starts at just 99 cents a month. That Google, which owns YouTube, collects that, and then we get a portion of that. Otherwise, as members, whether you're a member or not, as long as you're subscribed, that's great. You'll still get access to the videos free of charge. Nothing changes in that regards. This is just an extra benefit for those that want to be a member. So let's get into the news, and here we go. Pat?
Hello, travel seekers. We have some news here for you. New regulations. An article from RV Travel. An update on the California emission regulations. Last year, California took a step that riled plenty of RVers. A new California Air Resources Board, CARB, will eventually hit the off switch on RV generators, while not outright banning small, less than 25% horsepower generators. The state severely tightened emission restrictions. The reaction was quick. The linchpin of the RV generator industry, Cummins, announced it would no longer sell LP and gas-fired Cummins generators in California after the end of 2023. The backlash was swift. RV industry talking heads issued immediate warnings. If the regulations stuck, the RV industry would lose $1 million in sales in the Golden State in the first year alone. So what's the latest on this from Cummins? Well, last week the company released a short statement on impact of California regulations. It seems that Cummins has taken a back step to what they originally said that generators will be available in California and elsewhere. After all, the company would simply as stated in a letter sent to RV industry partners and customers, Cummins immediately began evaluating potential options to meet the new emission standards outlined by CARB at that time, and we transparently communicated the challenges involved and stated we would not have any spark-ignited products available for sale in California by January 1, 2024. So basically what Cummins did is they backtracked on what they had originally said.
Very good. And again, that's coming via the news magazine in RV Travel, and so yeah, I can remember a year ago when, or a few months ago when that was announced. Oh man, it was big news. Or what's going to happen to the RV industry in California? People going to just avoid California altogether and not travel to California. But now it seems like there might be some kind of workaround that Cummins, that makes the majority of the generators, will be able to have generators that will meet those emission standards that California is enacting. So we shall see.
Time will tell.
Yep. From El Paso, Texas, the border report is that at $30.40, a 30-count carton of eggs is a steal in Juarez these days. Unfortunately, federal law prohibits Americans from bringing raw eggs or poultry across the border. That has not stopped people from trying, as the price of eggs skyrocket in the United States. I mean, here in the United States, eggs are over $5 a dozen. And that's for what used to be the cheap eggs. U.S. Customs and Border Protection reports a 108% increase in seized egg products and poultry at ports of entry from October 1st to October 31st of last year. The price of a dozen eggs rose from $3.50 to $5.30 during that period, as avian flu forced producers to put down 43 million laying hens, according to the Economic Research Service of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Now think about something here. I've got a little clip here that we're going to go to, but first, think about something. That's how many are being put down because of the avian flu. It's not because you're sick. Chickens like a number of livestock and other farm animals, if they're sick, they separate themselves from the rest of the herd or the flock. But But the U.S. government, in their infinite wisdom, they come in and kill the entire lot of them. So that makes it worse than it really is. So anyway, let's take a look at this clip here of what a border agent is saying about the seized eggs and about the law. Well, it's interesting that you cannot bring in raw poultry products. You can't bring in a raw chicken. You can't bring in a raw egg. However, if that product is cooked and it's for your own consumption, it's not for a commercial, and the border agent will tell you tell us, it can be brought in. So if that 30 count eggs were boiled, they're cooked. So as long as they're for you and your family, you should be able to bring them in, right? Well, anyway, let's take a look at that video clip.
In general, the importation of raw eggs through the passenger environment is going to be prohibited. We get a lot of people that are bringing eggs and raw poultry products from Mexico, and those are prohibited. Now, as far as things like roast chicken, where somebody's bringing over a meal, as long as the chicken is cooked thoroughly, it's going to be enterable. The same thing goes with a lot of the poultry products, even turkey, which we saw during the holidays. As long as it's cooked thoroughly and properly, it can make entry, but only for personal use, not for commercial purposes.
No, the risk about it here is that eggs in the United States, the prices have just skyrocketed. And we are seeing that in Mexico, for whatever reason, the prices are a lot cheaper. Have we seen an increase in people either knowingly or not knowingly bring in the truck?
We do get a lot of people bringing over eggs and poultry products because they are cheaper in Mexico. Ever since the advent of highly pathogenic avian influenza last year, we saw a real drop in production, partially because of the depopulation of the birds, of the poultry themselves, as well as a reduction in egg production throughout the season. But we do get a lot of people bringing those products over. And as long as they declare what they're bringing, and we understand, they have to understand it is a prohibited product. We're not going to allow it to make entry. That we'll have to go ahead and pick it up. If they fail to declare it, they can be issued a civil penalty.
All right, and finally, folks, the electric RVs. A year ago, there was a prototype that was out, and Winnebago has gone back and done some more work. And now this year at the Florida RV Super Show in Tampa, this past week it was revealed a new prototype, the ERV A2 as it's called. There's 12 prototypes. They'll be going around the country to be displayed at RV shows and what have you. But Winnebago is taking in the next step up to the eventual electric RV market. But with its first all-electric RV, and yes, it's all electric. Not only is the heat for that vehicle, the furnace, that's electric. It's not propane. The appliances are all electric. It's got solar on the roof, and it's just like like electric vehicle. You're not using gas or diesel to drive it. It's electric. And as I said, they're calling it the ERV2 concept, debuting it at the Florida RV Super Show in Tampa this past week. Winnebago's updated its initial battery electric camper from last year with, as I said, the ERV2. It's an update to the ERV, the flagship brand and of Winnebago Industries. The Winnebago brought to the annual event a year ago. And for 2023 folks who attended the Super Show, that they were offered a chance to even drive the prototype, which we even seen in Mike and Jen from RV Lifestyle out test driving this, and it was very quiet. It was pretty awesome looking. Of course, it's only a van, so I mean that's for us. I think that's would be too small for us, but and Winnebago says in a quote, "Our primary goal in building the ERV2 was to help people comfortably explore the world around them with less environmental impact," said Hugh Bauer, the president of the Winnebago Outdoors. Reaction from the showgoers will influence the final design of the first all-electric RV, which Winnebago said will go on sale sometime in the future. In fact, it was pressed by Mike. I tried to find out when, and they were very vague. Egg would in their press conference, but after all the questions and answers, Mike went up to the talking head and said, "Can you give me will it be 2 years? Will it be 5 years?" And the answer was that it would be probably sometime in the next 2 to 5 years. So, I'm going to go ahead and put up a picture here of what the ERV2 looks like, and we'll continue this discussion here. So let me get this picture up here, and we'll go from there. Winnebago won't be alone. Several other RV manufacturers also revealed battery electric concepts lately, including Thor Industries, which brought a self-propelled Airstream prototype to the Florida RV Super Show last year. Industry watchers expect to see a number of electric RVs go on sale by mid-decade. The ERV2 migrates to the already electrified Ford E-Transit. That's E as in electric. It comes with a smaller 68 kilowatt hour pack, which according to Ford specs would yield about 108 miles per charge. So according to Ford, or the van would be able to go 108 miles on a single charge. But there's also a second battery on board to handle onboard house functions. Developed In partnership with Lithionics Battery, the 48-volt iron blade design is tucked under the floor of the camper to minimize any intrusion into the E-Transit's cabin space and offers 15 kilowatts of additional power. Providing additional power, the ERV2 gets a 900-watt solar cell array. Once parked, the various energy sources should provide enough energy to stay off the grid for as much as 7 days, Winnebago said. That's the news. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching Homestead News.
Please like this video by smashing the thumbs up button.
Don't forget to comment below and tell us what you think.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified of future videos.